Hey guys, it's Travis, and today I'm going to be giving you a deck profile because it is Monday. In light of the fact that Konami just released a really cool structure deck for us called Hero Strike, I decided to build the hero deck. My variant is the stun variant, so it is a little bit more reactive as far as a playstyle. It's really my playstyle. I like reactive cards. Sometimes I like the autopilot decks with tons of monsters that just sort of do their own thing, but reactive playstyle is one of my favorites, and I've been playing heroes for a long time. I've tried Bubble Bead, I've tried Light Hero, tried the Skyscraper builds with Captain Gold and some of that stuff. So, and this is one of my favorite builds, but just because it's very fast, it's very reactive. So, go ahead and get into the deck profile. To start off with, the big main man of the deck is the Shadow Mist. Triple Shadow Mist is mandatory in a hero deck. Just got this guy. He's really good. Whenever it goes to the graveyard, you get to search out one of your hero cards. Whenever he's special summon, you get a mask change card from your deck. Super powerful. So 3 is a must. And he allows you to go into the boss monster Dark Law. 2 copies of Summoner Monk, because Summoner Monk gives you an instant rank 4. Which lets you dump Shadow Mist, obviously, and just plus and plus and plus for days. Summoner Monk is excellent, and he's easy to activate because you play so many spells, so 2 Summoner Monk. Played 2 copies of Elemental Hero Bubble Man. Elemental Hero Bubble Man is really strong. He's very easy to find in the deck and get to. Comes out for free usually. If you don't have anything in your hand, you can just special summon him. Sometimes you can get the draw effect, but it's very rare. But whenever you get that effect, it's good because that means your opponent probably has momentum, and it might set you up for an absolute 0 if you can draw in a mass change. Now, this part of the monster lineup is something that a lot of people are debating. I am playing 2 copies of Neosalius, 1 copy of Wild Heart, and 1 copy of Goblin Bird. So the reason for this, I play the 2 Neosalius just to make sure I can go into Koga and I can go into the Shining. It's a 1900 beater, which is nice. It gives the deck a nice normal summon. A lot of the time you're going to be special summoning. You can also play Gemini Spark if you want to play Neosalius. If you don't want to play 11 monsters, you can just cut one of the alias and just have 1 just so you can go into Koga. But I like playing 2 just because you search so many times in the deck and so often. Sometimes you run out of search targets. So having the extra Neosalius is not bad at all. Nice Miracle Fusion target, like I said, is another hero name. So Wild Heart, for me, is one of the better options as far as the heroes. Wild Heart is an Earth, which means you can go into Masked Hero Diane, which is a very good card. I've seen Asian Eyes and a few players using Wild Heart for that purpose. I like it as well because it's unaffected by trap cards. So if your opponent tries to bottomless and you're just trying to set up a field and you have Wild Heart out, you're not going to lose it. If your opponent tries a torrential, everything goes away except for Wild Heart. It's pretty nice. If you want to, you could always take out the 1 Wild Heart and add another Goblin Bird just because it's more rank 4s. That's always 4s. Special summon your warriors and go into rank 4s. Another option would be you can just play 2 Goblinberg and then 1 Neosalius and 1 BLS. BLS is always solid. Why would you not want to play it? Well, why would you not play it? You would not play it because it gets rid of stuff in the graveyard, which you might need for Miracle Fusion. So that's why I don't play it. But so 11 monsters total. I guess it's sort of basic. I mean, all these monster lineups are very similar for the new hero decks. But for spells, I play 3 MST, no explanation. Snatch Steal, Regeki, also just basic. Snatch Steal can set up a rank 4, Regeki keeps you in control. I play 3 Rhoda and 3 Hero Lives. I play no copies of Elemental, what's it called? The Elemental Hero Search card. Emergency Call, that's what it is. Emergency Call. I play no copies of Emergency Call. The reason I don't play Emergency Call is because you don't need it. Hero Live special summons your card right to the field, so you can special summon your Shadow Mist. You search your mass change and you have Dark Law immediately. I know it costs you half of your life points, but it's a small price to pay if you're about to win the game. If you have the cards you need, you can OTK. And Reinforcement of the Army not only lets you search any of your E-Heroes, but it also gets you to Goblinberg as well. So it lets you have your rank 4 there. Then I play 2 copies of Miracle Fusion. Hoping to get another ultra rare copy soon so I can just play 2 ultras just because they're really cool. Miracle Fusion, you can fuse off some of the E-Heroes in your graveyard, your Shadow Mist and something else, or your Neosalius, and make Ab-Zero or the Shining or whatever. It also sets up your form change play because form change requires you to have an E-Hero fusion monster. So having the Miracle Fusions allow you to go into some big boss monsters after you've used your cards. I play 3 copies of Mass Change, the best card in the deck by far. It lets you go into most of your boss monsters really easily. Quick play, activate on your opponent's turn, activate on your turn during the battle phase for more damage. It's just all around excellent. Mass Change the Second, I'm only playing 2 copies. I like Mass Change the Second in the sense that you can use Goblinberg, you can use Summoner Monk, you can use something that's not matching with your hero card. But it's not something that I want to have to discard for too often, so I only play 2 copies. And then the 1 copy of Form Change, just because it's kind of situational, and most of the time I'm happy with my E-Hero Fusion that's on the field, so I'm not going to Form Change it out to something else. I play 2 copies of the new card Mass Charge. So Mass Charge lets you go into your graveyard, get back an E-Hero, and get back your Mass Change card, which is really cool. Lets you recycle and use them again. I think 2 copies is pretty good as far as the ratio. I haven't tested it a lot, but I have tested it some. And 2 copies means you get to see it as much as you'd want to. And for the last spell card, I play the 1 Enemy Controller. The reason you play Enemy Controller is just to add to the stun of the deck. You can tribute your Shadow Mist to take one of their cards, and then you can go into a rank 4 or something. And if you tribute your Shadow Mist for your card's effect, then you get to search out an E-Hero card, which is cool. Or you can use this as a defensive card, just put them in defense mode and not worry about it. So yeah, that's all for the spell cards. You have to play a lot of spell cards just for Summoner Monk, but the reason he's good in the deck is because the deck plays a lot of spells anyway. And really, I wouldn't be too concerned about Emergency Call. Just testing the deck, I see right now that it's not necessary to play Emergency Call. For the traps, I play 1 Bottomless, 1 Confults, 1 Torrential, staple traps. I play 2 copies of Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted is really good because it lets you special summon a hero from the graveyard and then go into a rank 4 or use Mass Change, go into a boss card. Lets you recycle, which is always nice. And then the last 2 traps are 2 Vanity's Emptiness, just to deal with those decks that bully you with special summon on top of special summon. So, and that is all for the main deck. So the reason for playing traps in my version is just because it's the stun variant, and I like having Wild Heart, which is immune to the effects of trap cards too. So my Torrential is not going to do anything to them. For the extra deck, I play 1 copy of Castell, 1 copy of Lavable Chain, which is an amazing card in the deck. Do not underestimate how much plus you can get off of him. 1 copy of 101, 1 copy of Excalibur, because if your opponent summons something that you need to get over, 4,000 is good. And 1 copy of Gandiva. I was playing Blade Arbor Ninja, but Gandiva is better as far as the stun aspect goes, just because it can disrupt your opponent's summons. So I'm going with the 1 Gandiva. For the fusions, I play the staples, the Shining, Ab-Zero, Squirtle, Gaia, and no Great Tornado, just because sadly we do not have Stratos back. Please unban Stratos for the next format, just because he will open up so many new things. Stratos will make the deck so much faster. It will let you play Great Tornado. It will let you play Divine Wind? Or whatever the masked hero is. Divine Wind, yeah. So please unban Stratos, Konami. For the masked heroes, I play 2 Dark Law. He is the main boss monster of the deck. This is why the deck is anti-meta. If you can special summon him, your opponent has no more graveyard, which is really bad for Burning Abyss, Shaddolls, Lightsworn, anything that relies on the graveyard. Dark Law can deal with very easily. 1 copy of Acid, just so you can get rid of all those spells and traps. 1 copy of Koga, just because he's good and you can make him with your lights. 2 Neosalius. Right now I'm playing 1 copy of Divine Wind. Divine Wind is really good, and I was very sad that they released the deck without Stratos playable, because Divine Wind is an excellent card. And he gives you a lot of pluses. He just gives you a nice beater on the field. The way you can make him in this deck is if you bring out a level 8 fusion card, like a Squirtle, and then you use Form Change to transform your fusion monster into Divine Wind. So you can bring him out. It's not impossible. It's just very unlikely to happen because you're only playing one form change. And the last card is one Contrast Hero Chaos. It's a strong card, but very rarely will I want to use my Miracle Fusion on it, but that's why you only play one copy. It's pretty good. So, that is the extra deck. What I'm probably going to do, I'm waiting on a Masked Hero Diane. Once I get the copy of Diane, I'm going to take out the Divine Wind for now, and then put in the Diane, because I am playing 2 Earth types, so I can make it pretty easily. So that is the deck, extra and main deck. Please leave in the comment section your feedback. What do you think of the stun variant? What variant of heroes are you going to play? Go to your local Walmart, your local Target, your local Super Center, and pick up 3 copies of the deck and build your own. It's very strong, very budget friendly. You can build a pretty strong version of the deck with just the 3 structure decks, so definitely give it a shot. And like and favorite this video if you enjoy. Subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I am signing out.